Hello guys, today I'm going to be cleaning this extremely dirty Lasko 33 box fan. Alright, this fan is extremely dirty, so this fan is definitely in need for a clean. And guess what, y'all? I actually got sponges, yay! So we don't have to use the fucking washcloth to clean it. We can just use a sponge and it'll be a lot easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these up. Hope you all are having an amazing day, by the way, because today it was just your generic Thursday. Let's put it that way. It was just your generic Thursday. Alright, now I'm gonna go get a bowl and put some weed in it. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm gonna go get a bowl and I'm gonna put some soap and water in it. Like we did last time, when we cleaned that Corvair box fan. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and put some soap in this. And we're also going to need a screwdriver so we can get rid of these screws. We'll not get rid of them, but, you know, take them off. Is it in here? No. Hold up. Is there a screwdriver in my mom's room? Let's go. I got a screwdriver. So we're going to start out by removing these 6 screws at the front of the fan. I remember when I was little, I actually used to connect sirens with a box fan motor. Oh, those good days. 2016. Oh, I love 2016. So, let's think of something we can talk about. Graduation! Yes, because graduation is coming up and why not talk about it? So, I'm going to give you some reasons why I want to graduate and why I don't want to graduate. The first reason why I want to graduate, and we're going to start out with why I want to graduate, is, well, the first reason is because I am tired of waking up for school the way it is. Yes, I am not a morning person. In the morning, I literally sound like a zombie when I wake up. Like, bro, why the hell are people having full-blown yap sessions at 8 in the morning? Like, please, respectfully, shut the fuck up. And I'm not trying to be mean, it's just me being, like, extremely respectful and stuff. Like, please, respectfully, shush. I'm not even awake. How the hell are y'all awake? You know what I mean? Alright, we got that off. Alright, I'm gonna go put these up somewhere. Like, bro, I'm sorry, but why are we having a full-blown yap session at 8 in the morning? Like, come on now. Go back to sleep. For real, for real. Another reason why I want to graduate is because, well, this year alone has been really, really depressing. And what do I mean by that? Well, nothing good has happened this year, alright? Every day was just the same day over and over and over again. Like, come on now. Literally nothing good happened this year. Even homecoming sucked this year. Like, bro, I ended up texting my mom around like 9:30 saying, yo, can you please come get me? This shit is getting kind of boring. And, on the way to homecoming, I drove on like a bunch of winding roads. I was like, ha 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 ha. I love driving. You know what I mean? So, yeah. This year alone, it made me change my views on going to college because this year, I feel like I didn't learn a single thing. The only thing I learned this year is how to be sneaky with your phone and I guess, I don't know. What else did I learn this year? Exactly. You don't really learn shit anymore. I feel like school after middle school is pretty much just there for like the social bit. If y'all have a career, go ahead and drop it in the comments because I'm actually kind of curious what y'all are doing and shit. But if you actually have a career and you have a path you want to follow, by all means, follow your dreams. Turn the wheel where your heart desires, alright? If you want to get a job working in, like, auto mechanics, go right ahead. Do that shit. If you want to get a job in meteorology, go ahead and fucking do it. I ain't stopping you. Just do good in school for that. Because in order to, like, become meteorologist, I think you gotta be, like, really good at math and stuff. Okay, is there a way I can remove the blades? Is there a way, like, I can actually, like, pull this thing off? I know I've done it before. I know I've done this before. Come on. You know what? It's alright. So, yeah. Like, if you actually have a path and, you're like, oh, what's the word for it? Like, you're actually committed and shit. By all means, do good in school. You know what I mean? Oh, let me just get this. I'm going to move this over because I don't want to damage the motor. So, yeah. That's another one of the reasons why that I want to graduate this year. Like, literally, this year, literally every day was the same shit over and over again. Like, why do you think some days I wouldn't even show up to fucking school? Exactly. Because it's like, if I do go, what am I going for? At this point, the only thing I was going to school for was to see my girls. I really should stop calling girls hoes, by the way. Oh, god damn, this thing is dirty. You a dirty motherfucker. So, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go get another bucket for clean water and stuff. Just so, I can, not be spreading dirty water on the fan. Alright. Got another bucket for the clean water, Well, it's probably gonna be dirty too, but okay. See, I'm practically spreading dirty water on this thing. You know what? I'm gonna pick this up. Ah, damn, look how dirty this motherfucker is. See, I'm spreading dirty water again. Yeah. So, yeah. What is another reason why I want to graduate? Well, another reason why I want to graduate is because, well, I feel like a lot of people are starting to be really weird at my school. Like this year, I've lost so many people. Like, it's really not even funny. Like, imagine being blocked by fucking 50 to 60% of your school. Like, bro, I'm sorry if I'm annoying as fuck. I literally have nothing good to do with my life. All I fucking do is just fucking goon, make YouTube videos, watch YouTube, scroll Instagram Reels, goon some more, drive, play driving simulators. Speaking of driving simulators, if y'all really want a really good mobile driving simulator, and, you know, you don't have money for fucking PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever, then I highly recommend y'all to check out Driving Simulator Evo. It is one of the most realistic driving simulators out there, and I play this game for hours a day, and, you know, I got a whole bunch of cars and shit, you know. You can grind missions, you can repeat missions, and you can go grind for your virtual dream car. Like, who the hell does not want a virtual G80 M3 or a virtual F90 M5? Or, better yet, you can, like, invest your money into this game and shit, and you can even get a subscription, which gets you even more money, meaning more cars and shit. It's only $5.99 a month, and, you know, I've had the subscription for about 2 months now, and I really do not regret it, because every time I play missions, right, you know, I get more money. When I drive on the track, I get more money. You know what I mean? So go ahead, check out Driving Simulator Evo. Go start a virtual car collection. I actually want to know what y'all can get. See, I'm spreading dirty water on this thing. And we still got the fucking shell to clean, too. Is this thing still recording? Yes, it is. So, yeah. That is another reason why I want to graduate. Is that a reason why I want to graduate? Yeah, we were talking about, like, how I lost a bunch of people and shit. So, yeah. Let's think of another reason why I want to graduate. Another reason why I want to graduate is because, well, I really want to get a job. And I don't feel like I can handle working after school, okay? Bad enough, my energy levels dip by like 2 p.m. And it's just like, I'm so ready to go home, goon, and then pass the fuck out for a couple hours. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't know why, but my energy levels always dip by like fucking 2 p.m. Like, that's why a lot of the times I cannot speak. That's why half the time I end up always skipping PE. It's not that I hate that class. Well, that class is fucking repetitive as hell because I've had that class last semester and shit. But still. Kind of ready for a change. And I think that kind of brings us back to that one reason why I want to graduate, because literally everything is the same shit over and over again. Like, bro, I wake up, I feel like I got ran over by a 3-ton SUV. I go to school, my energy levels dip, I debate on skipping, and then I come home, goon, and then I pass out for a couple hours. Look, literally, I've been doing that pretty much for the entire fucking year, bro. You're talking to someone who used to fucking raw dog days off of less than 4 hours of sleep. Like, I can get 2 hours of sleep. As long as I have my caffeine, I'll be good to go. So, yeah. Should I use the other sponge? Yeah, I'm gonna go get another thing of water. We are actually cooking right now, by the way. This might actually be a lot better. Let me try something here. Ugh. Oh, hell yeah, that's a whole lot better. Not even spreading dirty water. Oh, hell yeah, that's actually getting clean. Well, now I know to use 2 sponges next time I clean this thing. If y'all want more fan videos, just let me know. And then I'll go to Goodwill and I'll get some more fans because, well, I've had an interest in fans. It's been spiking over the past few years. Like, there'll be some years where I'm not too crazy. And then there'll just be some years where it's like, oh, I found a cool fan at a Goodwill. I'm going to go get it. You know what I mean? I think I've told you this, but I had one of those fans. It was like a red one. It was like a stand one. And it had like a rotational grow. I think I've talked about it, but you've probably seen it in some of my EAS videos from like 2022 at my old place. Speaking of old place, I do miss it there, alright? It's literally the place where I literally started my whole EAS journey. Where I started my whole life in general, so yeah. Now, let's talk about reasons why I do not want to graduate. And the first reason why I don't want to graduate is because, well, even though I've lost a lot of friends this year, I don't want to lose my friends. Like, I feel like that's the main reason why people do not want to graduate. Or even that's why they cry on the last day of school and stuff. It's because they don't want to risk losing their friends. I mean, you've seen the same people every day, well, mostly every day, for the past 4 years. And now it's just like next year, you're not going to see them. Ow. I am getting beaten up by these blades left and right. I don't know how to remove blades, though. I think you just pull it. Do you pull it? I think. So going back, like, the friends thing, you know, plus, like, I was the popular kid in school, alright? I wasn't the fucking, you know, nerdy-ass, NPC-ass. No, I was actually the dude to be like, yo, do you want to skip class and let's do something fun? Let's not live a boring life now. You only have one life. So go ahead and live it to the fullest. And my word of wisdom is live life to the fullest. I've said this a lot in my videos. Go ahead. Live your life. Try some shit. Just, please, don't do crack, guys. Crack is very bad. And please be careful when you are smoking, alright? We do not need you ending up in the hospital because of laced drugs. I've had some buddies who ended up fucking ODing on fentanyl, and, you know, I haven't really talked much about it. So, yeah. So, yeah, that is the main reason why I do not want to graduate. I do not want to risk losing my friends. I'll be right back, y'all. Just gonna grab a towel. You know, even though I'm blocked by, like, half the fucking school and a lot of my friends have boyfriends, you know, I mean, I still feel a fucking attachment, bro. You know, like, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, you have a boyfriend, cool, I'm gonna forget about you. No. I'm like, bro, come on now. You should have stayed single and we could have been good friends. You know what? When I get my BMW, we could have went for a cruise together. Windows down, sunroof open, Melanie Martinez blasting and shit. But no, you choose to fucking commit your life to a dude that you're probably going to be breaking up with like 3 months later. And if you somehow manage to keep a relationship going longer than like 3 months, y'all are fucking lucky. That means y'all actually committed to each other and shit. Like, bro, I've had a really bad experience with relationships, and honestly, that's the reason why I don't date. Okay, I've tried dating twice, okay? I made a story about Haley, alright? Hey, hope you're doing really well. I know you don't fucking talk to me on Insta, but I hope you're doing really well, you know? You know, I still kind of miss her to this day, and then it's like, you know, took me 6 months to realize that I wasn't the problem. Because relationships, you got attachments and stuff, and that's the thing, too. So, yeah. I've only dated Haley for about a week, so, yeah. Goddamn, look how dirty that fan was. That is fucking dirty. So, what is another reason why I don't want to graduate? Another reason why I don't want to graduate is, well, I'm really not ready for the real world. Okay? I am really immature for my age. That's why I always end up hanging around people like freshmen. Like, there's nothing wrong with being friends with younger people, okay? You know what I mean? Just please don't be a 40-year-old man trying to meet up with a fucking 14-year-old, okay? That's really weird. That's pedophilic. I'm gonna lock your ass up. Ha ha ha. But still. I like how people like to look at people who talk to freshmen weird. Because, oh, he's gonna be pedo when he grows up. Like, bro. Come on now. I don't even know why I said that for, but... Alright, I need something I can use to dust that motor. Okay, but going on, like, I'm really immature, and, you know, I'm really not ready to be an adult. Like, I feel like turning 18 is, like, some of the most fucking overrated shit ever. Like, it's out here hyped, like, you can do shit. Like, let's be real, you can't even fucking buy vapes. You can't even buy alcohol. Like, how is that shit even enjoyable? You know what I mean, bro? So, yeah. Like, I'm really not ready to be an adult, alright? So, what is another reason why I don't want to graduate? Let's think here. I feel like there's really more reasons to wanting to graduate, you know what I mean? Like, now, let's talk about after high school plans. My plans after high school are work, alright? I don't know where I'll work, but if I can get a decent job and, you know, I can make some money, I will get my BMW. Yes. Of course, I'm not going to pull up in a fucking purple F87, like, no, alright? $50,000 BMW is not realistic at the current moment. So, if I was to get a BMW, what would I get? I would probably get something like a 335, alright? Something with a 6-cylinder turbo, alright? Not gonna go too crazy. I'm not gonna get an N54 because those have oil starvation issues. Those have oil issues. Like, I have a buddy who has a 335. What am I saying? I had a buddy who had a 335i, right? And it had 140,000 miles, and that shit started up, like, perfectly fine. Like, there was nothing wrong with it. Like, literally, nothing was wrong with the car. It was actually flawless, and I've actually been in it a couple times. But he ended up hitting a raccoon with the car, and, well, he cooked the fucking bottom of the car. So, yeah. R.I.P. to his 335. And it was an E92. Like, the best, probably my favorite BMW, alright? If I got an E92, I would spec mine with a N55. Single turbo inline 6. Manual, no iDrive. But if we're talking about, like, you know, without wanting turbo lag and shit, I would totally build an N54. You know what I mean? I'm just cleaning the back part of this fan right now. So yeah, what are some other BMWs I would get? Well, if I wanted something luxurious, and, you know, lately I've been really tempting is to get a 6 Series. Alright? If I did get a 6 Series, I would probably get the 4-door one. The Grand Coupe. Because it's a shark nose. It literally looks like a shark. And if I get it, well, probably get 640. The one with the N55. Alright? But if I did have the money, and I wanted to sacrifice reliability, I would get a 650. Alright? I've been looking at a couple of them on Carfax, alright? And they're going for really good deals, like $15K for one with like 90,000 miles, alright? It's really not bad because you get heated and ventilated seats. You can even get them with X-Drive. So you literally have a screaming V8. Well, I wouldn't call an N63 screaming, right? But you know what I mean? So yeah. Another BMW I'd probably get is, well, a 2 Series, alright? I've always liked the 2 Series. I've always liked the F22 chassis. Okay, I have a friend who has one. Is my phone still recording this video? Yeah. You know, I would totally get one. My friend has one, and honestly, I'm gonna ask her if I can drive it because, well, it's a 2 Series, and I just like smaller cars. Okay, the Audi I've driven was an A4, and I liked it. Even though it was a turbo 4-cylinder, once the turbo kicked in, like, it was fast. Bro's calling an A4 fast. I mean, I literally got to full throttle in my first ever turbo car. So, yeah. Now, where would I work? Where would I want to work? Well, I'm not really too particular, but if I can get a job working that second shift, meaning 2 p.m. to 10 or like 3 to 11, that would work perfectly for me because that means I will have a reason to get up before 2 p.m. other than on Wednesdays for weekly tasks and stuff. I would have a reason to wake up before 2 p.m. So, yeah. Alright, I got the back part of this on. Oh yeah, this fan looks a whole lot better. Look how dirty my floor is. Like, bro, look how dirty this actually is. That is dirty. It's a dirty motherfucker. And this video is over for almost 30 minutes long. Why did I almost say 44? Even the front looks a lot better. So, yeah. Where were we? Oh, yeah, we were talking about work. So, yeah. If I can get a job working that second shift, 3 to 11, that would be perfect. But if I want to do that shift, then I will need to get my license because the buses in my city only go to like 9 p.m. So, if I wanted to work that 3 to 11, I would have to, you know, get a job with flexible schedules, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause I know some jobs, like, you know, especially if your only transportation is like the bus and stuff, I could get a bike too. You know what I mean? Maybe I might do that. But as I was saying, like, if I didn't have a bike, I would need a job with, like, flexible schedules because, oh, God, it looks like there's fucking shit on the floor. That is fucking disgusting. Ah! Ah! Look how nasty this is. Ugh. This is fucking disgusting. Well, I wanted to clean it, so I can't back down now. Or I'm backing down. Never back down, never what? Alright. So as I was saying, talking about flexible schedules, because the buses in my city only run till like 9 p.m. and there are like certain buses that stop even earlier. because that's how our PT is, I guess. You know, it's really built for the people that work that fucking 9 to 5 and whatever. All right. Speaking of 9 to 5, I would never want a fucking 9 to 5. Why? Because I am not a morning person, and if I do end up picking that stuff, well, I am probably gonna fucking go to bed early, alright? Or probably just fucking take a nap after work. Because let's be real, no one's trying to do anything during the school week or like after work and stuff. Many people just want to fucking go home, beat their fucking dick, and then go to sleep. I mean, hey, that's what I do after school. I ain't trying to do anything. Because I remember this one girl, like, she actually wanted to fucking hang out with me during the school week, so I was like, no! Why can't you wait till the weekend to do shit? You know what I mean? And she like always wanted to hang out with me and stuff. So I'm like, girl, can we please do something this weekend and stuff? I never hung out with the girl. And I remember one time, like, you know, I was gonna get an Uber to Target. And, well, I was like, yo, do you want me to get it right now? Do you want me to get it right now? And, you know, she was being, like, really fucking weird. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna explain the full story. Because it was just so fucking random. Like, I don't even remember shit. So, yeah. If I do get a job, I want to work the second shift. Alright? Now, where would I work? Where would I work? Well, like I said, I'm not really too particular. Alright? If I do get a job, like, maybe working at, like, AutoZone or something, you know, something with cars, because, well, I do like cars. Alright? Speaking of cars, there's going to be a car meet this weekend. Yes, there's going to be a car meet this weekend, and I will be recording some cars this weekend. So, if you see some cars on this channel, light that shit up. So, yeah. That is pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Just wiping this thing down. I'm like, oh, wipe me down. I said, oh, wipe me down. W song by Boozy Badass, by the way. So, yeah. Now, let's talk about college. If I was to go to college, I would probably go for meteorology or auto mechanics. Yes. Because like I said, I do like cars and I do like weather. And for y'all that are new to the channel, I am currently a storm spotter for the National Weather Service. Alright? My job is basically to report severe weather to the National Weather Service, like a tree down or high winds in excess of like 50 miles an hour, or hail, or tornado. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Go ahead and get this front cover back on. So if I was to go to college, I'd most likely start out at like a community college because it's cheaper and it's closer by. And then I would just transfer to a university, alright? Meaning I won't have to pay as much or worry about going into so much debt. Look how dirty this floor is, y'all. This floor is fucking dirty. I didn't really do a good job on cleaning, but I feel like I did. I tried my best to clean it. And I can tell you this looks a whole lot better. I haven't cleaned this fan in God knows how long. I'm gonna clean this floor when I'm done too. So yeah. So if I was to go to a university, I want to go to Oklahoma University because I've heard Oklahoma is really good for weather. Because there's ain't no love in Oklahoma. Ain't no love in Oklahoma. Just a whistle of an old black train. You know when it's coming for ya. Alright, I'm gonna go clean the bottom part of this now. Is this video still recording? So I'd be really sad if this video ends. Well, why did I put that on the floor? Is this still recording? It is still recording. Good. So, yeah. I'd go to Oklahoma University because, well, like I said, Oklahoma is, like, really good and stuff for, like, weather and stuff. I mean, the fuck do you expect? They got the fucking Storm Prediction Center. They got NWS Norman. Like, they literally got the first NWS office to issue the first ever tornado emergency. Like, if that doesn't say something to you, then I don't know what does. But if I was to go for auto mechanics, that would just be a easy 1 year out of community college. So I do want to get a job working at the National Weather Service. Or maybe get a job working with fans, who knows. So, yeah, that is about it. Alright, I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Because I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed talking for over like 40 minutes about random shit. So if y'all made it this far, go ahead and drop 100 in the comments. Because y'all are real for watching these videos. I'm like, oh, wipe me down. I'm like, oh, wipe me down. That's it. Oh, wipe me down. That's it. Oh, alright. Now we're going to go ahead and plug this in. But first, we're going to go ahead and empty this out. Ow, my back hurts. Somebody gave me too rough of back shots. I mean, what? I'm gonna go ahead and wash these out. Washing the tubs out right now. Now we're going to go ahead and test it. Where's the thing? Oh, it's right here. Alright, it's off. Alright, we're going to turn it on low now. Fuck! Forgot I have to move the fucking fan closer. Because the cord is short. It's short like a dick. I mean, what? Alright. We're going to put the fan on low now. Ah! Thing wasn't plugging in for a sec. That's high. Why does it feel like it's blowing out more air? Dude, I swear, this thing is blowing out more air. Feels like it's blowing out more air. So I swear, this thing was like underpowered and shit. Turn on medium. This thing feels like it's blowing out more air. Well, probably because the fucking motor was like clogged up with dust and shit. So it couldn't produce its optimal horsepower. Now my favorite setting, high. Hell yeah! That feels a lot powerful. This fan feels like brand new. Now the wind down. Yeah. This thing feels like it's blowing out more air. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a long one, but hey, if you enjoyed it, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out until then.